What's going on, guys? I'm back with another one. Got a brand new suggestion box review for y'all. Because yesterday I watched a movie called Would You Rather, starring Brittany Snow, Sasha Grey, and Eddie Steeples. First of all, I want to give a big shout out to one of my subscribers, Cheryl Burton, for just suggesting another one to us. It's highly appreciated. Gotta give credit where credit is due. Of course. Also, I'd say about a year back, maybe two, my coworkers also suggested this movie. For some reason, I just never watched it. It kind of went over my head. I think it's because at the time, there were bigger movies out, like, that I had my focus on. And that's because Hollywood wasn't in such a rut that it is now. And that was only 1 or 2 years ago. But yeah, now I'm being suggested this movie a third time. So I'm taking that, or I took that as a sign to just go ahead and watch the movie. All right? And here we go. Now let's get into that review. Would you rather, for those who don't know, or those who are not aware, and it's been out since 2012, so you had a lot of time. But so did I. So I understand. Would you rather? It's about a girl named Iris who has a younger brother who's very sick. Matter of fact, he has cancer. So he's big sick. He's big sick. This is serious. All right. So she's devoted her every day in life to taking care of him. You know, and he has no other family. So it's kind of a given duty. All right. One day, a guy named Shepard Lambrick invites her to dinner. And if she comes to dinner, he says he'll pay for the operation that is needed to help her brother. All expenses, all that. The catch, the only catch, she has to play a game. And she has to win that game. And if she wins the game, then she can get that prize money. Now, when she arrives at the dinner, she finds out there's a little bit more to the game than she's aware of. This game is played with the A and B choice range. Would you rather, right? The only thing with this, whether you pick A or you pick B, somebody's going to get hurt. It's either going to be you or it's going to be another person by the hands of you. Somebody might even die. Okay? These are the rules of the game. If you survive, not just win, you have to survive this game, then you get the money. And there's lies the premise. All right. Now, positives. I might not even have to tell you off the bat, if you can't tell by now, this movie is insane, bro. This is crazy. Okay, the concept is like no other. The concept is like no other that I can think of. This concept is so out there and bonkers. I think not even Joker would be cool with this. I think with the things that the Joker has done, even he would be like, man, this is sick. You guys need help. I probably need to suggest a psychiatrist to you guys because you guys need some professional help. I would never do this. That this is how wild this movie was. Okay. Another thing that I liked about this movie had me really invested in it. I really felt like I was a contestant in the game. Like, there were so many times that I wanted to make a choice for the characters because there were choices that seemed so simple to make that just choose. So simple, but of course they had to put the dramatic effect to it. So it made it like a really hard decision for these people. And you get 15 seconds, which may not seem like a lot to some people, but for some of these choices, that's enough. That would have been enough for me. That would have been enough for me. Trust me. To make that choice that I need to make. But that was just something that was crazy. It felt like an interactive video game, like the Telltale Batman one, where you have to choose which way this is gonna go, or like one of those movies where they actually give you the option to choose your ending. It felt like that. Like I had just jumped into one of those scenarios. All right. Another positive that I liked about this, there's a character in here named Amy, played by Sasha Grey, of course. Amy, I hated Amy so much. I hated her so much all the way to the end. Amy was just so negative about everything. And then she seemed like she kind of enjoyed it when something bad happened to somebody else in the movie. She was laughing at one point. She was laughing. And she was also extremely eager to cause pain to other people when her turn came up. More eager than anybody else. It almost made me think that she had something to do with something. But, it's not a spoiler because that's not the case. But it had me thinking some theories. Let's just put it like that. My hatred for her was so strong. I wanted to. Not gonna get to that yet. My hatred for her was so strong that it was great. Let's just say I had a great trip for her. Okay, I had a great trip for this character. Okay, because I wanted to see something bad happen to her soon, at any moment. I was just wait. I was waiting. I wanted her to get hurt so bad, and my patience was running thin with this character, which makes it a great character. When I react to her like this, you understand what I'm saying, right? So that was definitely a plus. It was definitely a plus in the movie, and plus it's Sasha Grey. Now that's gonna lead me to the negatives, because the acting in here was not top notch. It was not top notch acting. That's the first negative. Sasha Grey as a number one example. Let me put some background effect or a background story to Sasha Grey for those who don't know. I'm sure a lot of men know about Sasha Grey, but maybe some don't. Maybe some women don't know. Sasha Grey is an adult porn star. All right? Adult porn actress who is on a mission to get out of the porn life and be a real actress. All right. She's been in, had cameos in shows like Entourage, right along with like some other movies that she's dropped in. And I have to say this about her acting skills. While she might be 10 times better than your regular porn actress, she's nowhere near the level of your top-notch real actor. Okay? And I'm not trying to diss. I'm just saying, I'm being honest. She's not there yet. She's not quite there yet. She always seems to play the same person with just a slight personality shift. Just a slight personality shift. She can't really bring the personality out. So she seems to be herself all the time. Okay? She can get better. I think she can get better. If she's gotten this far, she can get a little better with her. But it didn't help with the acting skills in this movie. Okay? It didn't help. But it's nice to see, her in a movie. It's always nice to see her in a movie. Also, another negative that I took from this. This movie, production-wise, if it would have been better, this could have been a box office hit. I really felt that this movie needed better production or just a good director. The director already did his thing. I'm sorry. He already did his thing. But another director to jump in and kind of give it a push, give it some help. Somebody maybe like Eli Roth or the guy who directed all the Saws. They have the mind set to work with something like this. You understand what I'm saying? They have the mentality to make a movie like this a masterpiece. So it needed that boost. It needed that boost. Okay? That's all I'm saying. It really needed a boost. And those are really the only negatives that I can think of at the time. Because you know what? This movie still gets a hell yeah. Oh my God. The record is flawless with your suggestion box reviews, guys. Well, except for Pet. The Pet was alright, cool. But I believe that's the only alright, cool in the suggestion box review range. Okay, everything else that you suggested has been hell yes, and I appreciate that. Keep me on my toes. Keep me on my toes, guys. Keep bringing these movies. I want to see a one that's not a hell yeah, but I don't want you to purposely give me a horrible one. Just keep bringing the best ones you can, okay? Because I'm really looking to catch somebody slipping, and I haven't. It really hasn't happened as bad as I would think it was going to happen. It hasn't happened yet. All right, good job, good job. I really suggest that anyone who hasn't seen this movie, watch it. Please check it out. This is if anything, this is a cult classic. It might not have been a box office hit, but this movie is definitely a cult classic. It should be. Check it out. Google movies, YouTube movies, whatever. All right. I'm going to press that like button, push that like button, subscribe, share, and I'm gone.